Welcome to Rio News. I'm Mason Tyler with Andrea Aguiar.
El Paisano's A&E editor Jaime Aparicio has new details surrounding the upcoming attraction Star Wars Galaxy Edge, opening next summer at Disneyland. Take it away, Jaime.
After being teased with a video for Disney's new land Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Disney has recently released the names for two of its attractions that guests will be able to partake in the land. The first will be called Rise of the Resistance and will put guests in the role of the Resistance fighters from the current Star Wars trilogy to battle against Kylo Ren and the First Order. The second reveal involves guests taking control of the most famous Helcom junk in the galaxy in Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. In the ride, you along with other co-pilots will take flight in the Millennium Falcon ship first made famous in the original Star Wars film A New Hope. And in what may be the biggest surprise to fans of the franchise, longtime Star Wars composer John Williams has been announced to compose an all-new original theme specifically for Galaxy's Edge. Here's a small taste of what's to come. This has been Jaime Aparicio for El Paisano Media.
Thanks, Jaime. The Pokemon craze will finally hit the big screen as Warner Brothers announced the release of their latest movie, Detective Pikachu.
Ryan Reynolds will voice the iconic Pokemon Pikachu in this live-action comedy. Here's Daniel Gomez with the details on the production.
On November 12th, Warner Brothers released the first official trailer for Detective Pikachu. The movie stars Justice Smith as a man looking for his missing father, and Ryan Reynolds as a Pikachu belonging to the father that is able to talk to his son. The story takes place in Rhyme City, where Pokemon and people live side by side, and is loosely based on the video game of the same name. When work on this film was initially announced, most were very skeptical. Detective Pikachu was not a well-received game, especially when compared to the mainline games or even the original cartoon. The trailer silenced these doubts, with Ryan Reynolds' performance being a true selling point for the movie. The film team even hired a fan artist who drew realistic Pokemon to use his art for reference. This, combined with an effects team that worked on Wonder Woman and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, brings a lot of hope for a visually stunning experience.
Whoever you are, I know how to use this.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
I know, you can't understand me, but put down the stapler or I will electrocute you.
Did you just talk? Whoa. Did you just understand me?
Oh my God, you can understand me. Stop. I've been so lonely.
Detective Pikachu is planned to release May 10th, 2019, with new trailers expected to drop soon. Fan reactions varied, but generally seemed positive for the comedy. This is Daniel Gomez with Rio Hondo News.
Now we go to sports. Two of California's most prestigious universities battled on the football field Saturday, November 17th. USC and UCLA played for bragging rights in a back-and-forth affair. Here's Mason Tyler with more.
Today was a great victory for UCLA against their rival USC. Now, while USC scored a 46-yard field goal by Michael Brown, UCLA's own Sprate threw a perfect 33-yard pass to Theo Howard as the junior receiver was able to haul in near the back of the end of the zone while being covered by Eamon Marshall. Sprate got his first college rushing touchdown on a 4-yard scramble to extend the Bruins' lead to 11. The key play of that drive was a 59-yard gain by Kelly down the left sideline to the USC 9. At the end of the entire game, UCLA led it with a score of 34 and UFC while USC scored 27. For more on this, I'm Mason Tyler for El Paisano News. In NBA news, LeBron James scored 51 points to lead the Los Angeles Lakers past the Miami Heat.
James was a member of the Miami Heat from 2010 to 2014. so he had some extra motivation to win. Let's take a look at some highlights with Ramon Alvarado.
Titles in 2012 and 2013. Prior, he was an assistant. Here's LeBron, lead pass. LBJ, hammer it home.
LeBron James recorded the 12th 50-point game of his career in Miami on Sunday, November 18th against his former team, the Heat. James was fully focused early on in the game, and Lakers coach Luke Walton knows that's always a good sign.
From the jump ball, he was going. He was in attack mode and was making shots. It looks that, you know, when players are as good as LeBron and they're having a night, it just looks easy for him.
The 16-year veteran was hitting shots from everywhere on the floor, up close, mid-range, and long range. LeBron became just the 5th player in NBA history to record a 50-point game with 3 different teams. He previously scored 50 with the Cleveland Cavaliers and his opponent, the Miami Heat. More important than the individual performance, LeBron led the Lakers to a 113-97 victory over Miami. The Lakers now have a 9-7 record and have won 5 of their last 6 games. Their next matchup will be Wednesday, November 21st, in LeBron's hometown against the team that drafted him, the Cleveland Cavaliers. The game is scheduled to tip off at 5 p.m. at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio.
In other basketball news, the Brooklyn Nets standout player, Caris LeVert, went down with an ankle injury. That may keep him out long-term. Daniel Gomez has a story.
On November 12th, the Brooklyn Nets played against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Nets were in for a hard match against the Timberwolves, but a win would have been huge for their momentum going forward. The game remained close for 2 quarters until, with 3.7 seconds remaining, Caris LeVert had a bad fall resulting in a broken ankle.
It looks pretty serious.
LeVert was a rising star for the Nets, having only started his NBA career in 2016. He and D'Angelo Russell were considered the best players on the Nets and their best chance for victory. His injury shocked the arena, with players on both teams sitting in horror. A reminder that injuries like this are an inevitability of their careers that can happen to anyone. Nets guard Joe Harris had this to say after the hard loss following the injury.
There was really just no words. I mean, we didn't talk even when we came in at halftime. It's just, there's nothing really to be said. Everybody, you could just feel it, the emotions of everybody. You know, guys were crying coming into the I mean, it was really that horrific just to see, and just, like I said, the circumstances of everything, and just the type of person that Caris is and what he's been for our team. It just, you're heartbroken and you're just overwhelmed with emotion, to be honest.
Nets assistant coach Sean Marks called the injury heartbreaking, and the team is looking forward in spite of it. Fortunately, LeVert will not require surgery and is expected to return by the end of the season. This is Daniel Gomez with Real Hondo News.
That's all we have for today's show. For updates, more information, and stories like this, check out elpaisanoonline.com. Thank you for tuning in to Rio Hondo News. I'm Mason Tyler.
And I'm Andrea Aguiar. Have a great Thanksgiving weekend. We'll see you next time.